Team Arrow is here. Team Legends is here. Is that everyone?
I think so.
Nate and I are back watching the Wave Rider. The newbies.
Oh, that was cool.
Guys, thanks for coming.
Barry, I thought you were bringing an alien.
And yeah, we did. Everybody, this is my friend Kara Danvers, or as she's known on her Earth, Supergirl.
What makes her so super?
Well,
I'm convinced.
Best team up ever.
Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the 4-night crossover for all 4 CW DCTV shows, including the likes of The Flash, Supergirl, Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. So one thing to note about the 4-night crossover, a lot of people have been getting confused. Black Lightning will not be on the lineup, first off because it doesn't plan to air its first episode until after the mid-season finales of all of our other DCTV shows, so that's how it works in America. Some shows start mid-season and some shows start in autumn, which they call the fall shows. That's how they say it in America. So basically shows that start in October and some shows start in January time around then. So that means that the Black Lightning show will be a bit shorter. It'll probably be about 13 episodes, maybe 10, something like that, considering it's only starting mid-season. So much like Legends of Tomorrow, when the first season came out, it started then. That's what Black Lightning is going to do. Just make sure you don't get your hopes up for a 5-night crossover, because Black Lightning will not be in this year's crossover, so they could cross them over in the future, but for now they do want to keep it separate from the Arrowverse for a while it seems, but they are interested in developing a relationship between the shows at some point in the future. So recently Mark Guggenheim, the executive producer of both Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, talked to Entertainment Weekly about this year's 4-night crossover, and basically he said that they have an idea of what it will look like and what storyline is going to be happening, but they're going to have their first sit down together, that being with Greg Berlanti and Andrew Kreisberg and himself obviously, as they're going to be having that sometime next week, he says, as they are the top guns for the crossover. So it seems like they have an arc set up in their minds, they know roughly what they're going to do, so now it's just setting it out, creating it so it's adaptable to TV, and, you know, putting their own things in it, because, you know, there's 4 different shows. They're very different shows, and they're gonna have to incorporate all the different characters and all of the different ways of approaching all the shows, so they're gonna have to mix some stuff up. So by the fact that they will have this meeting, I'm sort of inferring that they have chosen the comic book storyline that they will try and adapt, as they must go bigger than the Invasion crossover. They know this, they've said this in the past, which is already massive, as they introduced aliens on Earth 1, which was unheard of. Only Barry had seen an alien, and that was obviously Supergirl. So this brought in a whole new horizon to Earth 1 and our other 3 grounded shows, even though they're not that grounded, but especially to Arrow, introducing these aliens. So it was a very big chance and it worked really well, and I really want them to do more alien stuff in the crossover, because it seems like that is the thing to go to. They said last year they're not sure how they could go bigger than an alien invasion, so they're gonna have to top that. Yet this year they plan to bring more of the Supergirl cast into it, as last year they only brought Kara in, so it was more of a Supergirl crossover rather than a whole Supergirl TV crossover. So also Mark Guggenheim commented that after last year, they were unsure of how to go on, as they were like, how could we do anything bigger than aliens? And the definitive answer that they all came up with is that if they can't increase the action, if they can't increase the stakes, they must increase the emotional stakes. So it seems like whatever villain or villains that will pop up in the 4-night crossover, a big part of it will be playing with the characters' emotions from all 4 of our shows. So, you know, manipulating them or using their emotions to their advantage. So that is how it's going to be bigger than the Invasion crossover. So a great idea that I think would be bigger than last year's crossover would be to do a Red Lantern arc, so that being the crossover, them being the villains, considering the Lanterns are all about emotions, with the Greens harnessing willpower, the Blues harnessing hope, and the Reds harnessing rage. Obviously there is a lot more, but they're just like the basic ones. And so I think the Red Lanterns will be really cool, and I would like to see how they portray them on TV, as I'm pretty sure they've never done a live action TV Red Lanterns or even Green Lanterns to my knowledge, but let me know if there has been Green Lanterns on TV. So it's going to be really interesting, and I do hope they do the Red Lantern thing, because if they're talking about emotions, the lanterns is what you want to go to. So I think if they were to go bigger and link it to the emotions, my best bet would definitely be either the Reds or the Sinestro Corps, that being the yellows. The thing is, I don't really see Sinestro coming, and I'm actually hoping for the Reds if they do this, as Atrocitus is one of the most powerful villains in the DC universe, and he's one of my favourites, and I think Sinestro is a bit overused, and I think they should save that for a Green Lantern movie. But if they do the Red Lanterns, it would create a breach in sorts for them to start introducing the Green Lanterns and start hinting at them so they could be introduced in the future, because I think that is a plan of theirs, because you know the Green Lanterns is a vital part of the cosmic side of the thing. So maybe at one point we might see Green Lanterns and Supergirl. That would be awesome. So what do you guys think? Do you think the Red Lanterns will come for the crossover if it's more about emotions? Do you think it'll be the Sinestro Corps? Do you think it'll be any other villains? But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.